the M80 guys are wearing the M80 chain. We'll find out.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah,
he's
later
got it.
He's got it on right there.
He's got it in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
You know he's got that shit on.
Absolutely. Got to have it on. Nothing for Azuo, though, on the other end. No bling there.
I think I mentioned it earlier, but this is... Both these teams have to be looking at their opponent right now and thinking this is our easiest path to get to stage 2. Because once you get into the 2-1s, there's a lot of fierce teams that have had some stumbles early on. You don't want to be going up against them. You don't want to be matching with the likes of Pain. You don't want to be dealing with that. Azu going to be dealing very nicely with this aggressive move out from M80. They went yeeting down middle. And as they said, it comes down to the team that shoots harder. Well, that is definitely the case when you throw 2 players down middle.
Those pistol rounds here are a struggle. We'll see if that remains so here in this series. Already utility tossed in towards CT, but they do have a double up. So about positions and about who's shooting harder here. We'll see who can get it done. Slack's trying to slide through the smoke, but blasted by Azuo. Double dualies right there, knocking him down here, and they spot the shadow, chasing down. Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful. He tosses it away.
Yeah, someone pointed that out to him. That was nearly, we saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
Where I think it was Lukowski fought forward with the bomb, dropped their coffins, and the whole round fell apart. Not gonna be an issue this time. They'll get that planted. And Blake is 1 HP.
1.
Gonna try and save this armor. I don't know that I love his chances. Azu wants the ace.
Getting his ace, man.
Gotta deny him. Lake is just trying to die to somebody else to deny the ace. If I know Lake, that is his primary objective here, and he will be gifted that opportunity. No ace for Azuo, but oh my goodness, some snappy shooting gonna shut me up about UKCS for a while.
Starting it off hot right there. Good work from Azuo with the dual Berettas.
Okay, so he's got like is it like a crystal circle on the chain?
Could be.
Maybe glass?
Oh, he's running this last bullet through that smoke. I can't see. Let's see. There's a big old smile on Azuo's face there at the end of that round.
Golden hitting the let's go. Mutira's hitting the Vamo. This is a truly international team now.
Just waiting for the last check. The nice.
The buy up. All right, so here's M80 saying, well, we suck at pistol rounds, but maybe we can win the force. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're picking correctly. Stacking up the wrong side.
Old move from sAw just to hit the P side of the map off spawn, essentially. Are they going to make the move through the smoke, or does that actually keep them at bay here? If it does, it's going to be a little bit valuable here. Could allow for M80 to reposition the resources.
They ain't flinching, though. Now the rotation comes through. sAw picking up a little extra utility here, setting it up for the exact refresh of that smoke. Late flower pots. Double flower pots. Ooh. Getting potted. Slacks gets that smoke around his ankles. Oh, but that spam up from the cross player is going to make them think that there's no one here. It gets checked. Oh, no. Sejo, good awareness. Good awareness indeed. We're not going to see the double boost come through. And now M80 are locked on the wrong side of these smokes with not a lot of util to get into the retake. This one might just be done. And indeed, as the MP9 gets retrieved, they're just trying to get out of here.
Oh, I got to jump, though. Got to dance out of this position here, looking for some smoke spam, trying to find some safety. Getting followed right now as well.
Look at how much spamming he's done. He's actually only got one magazine.
Oh my gosh, 7
here.
bullets.
You don't see that on a MAC-10 very often. Fortunately, he won't get a chance to run out.
Ooh.
A little money made from Sin.
Gonna go next to that there. He wants to fight. Oh, there's some AKs dropping to the floor right now.
Oh, piece of candy.
Piece of candy. Swisher next to bat. Gives them a swing. Same result right there. And so, gonna close it out 0-2. Nice spamming right there on the boost, ensuring that they are able to knock down at least one of those totem poles. I think, yeah, he definitely did spot him right there as he punches open the smoke.
Cheeky.
Good reaction. Even better entries here, and sAw survived the force buy that gets thrown at them early. Now they have to take it on easy street.
There's a Deagle 257s, so that's a little bit of the damage he got from some of those SMG kills. Sin's going to keep his money up to get his boy Slacks the big green. We've seen Slacks tied for second highest rated player at this event so far. Get him on that up. How are you alive, Sin?
See him just run boost right there on the retreat.
I mean, you got to get out of there quick,
good.
man.
That's good synergy right there.
of one mind. Well, bye. The mind is death.
They're looking like they're having some good old times here farming up those sweet ecos.
They're like, guys, we got B-side, and Azubu's like, I got eeks. You shut your mouth about the plant, I've got ecos to get. And he will indeed find all three. Money made off that Mackie. Good high arc on those high fives.
Oh, yeah.
He's really going for maximum leverage.
I mean, using gravity's not a bad idea right there.
Good form. Get the high fives, then go into the notes.
Instantly. Picking up the paper. Which is important, right? You want to step into your first gun round with all the tools, but you wonder what's being read out there. What's the game plan? With that Mac-10 still in play for Jock loves to run it down banana. Try and get in their face early. You know, Slacks is rocking the AWP, but oh my god, damage done there. 3 HEs eventually land the kill. An opening pick off of it.
Sin got on the radio. He said, calling in the airstrike.
What do you think the notes say about that one?
The notes say, ouch. It's actually just a, if dead to nade in Insta on round, ouch. But then the notes are from Golden, so it's a Swedish ouch.
What is the Swedish ouch?
Ouch. No, that's not really.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Sounds Canadian.
Well, you know, northern.
Sure.
Reindeer. Basically the same thing, I think.
Close
Okay,
enough.
the bail back to new box. Not going to be paid off from Swisher. Sin blocking smokes, but while he's doing so, Azubu's advancing on the side. I appreciate the effort, but when they're taking the site, you might want to look at them. I don't know what... He really didn't think they were that far up. I guess if Swisher's alive, maybe you can do that maneuver, but you just kind of look... It looks like he's trying to train for the circus.
Hello.
But we're playing Counter-Strike. The children of Frank.
Stay far away from that B site.
Stay far away from that door frame.
Oh.
Rip Frank. I just like to imagine that there's a chicken drama playing out where there's a Frank Jr. And Frank Jr. is trying to tell his mom, I want to be like Dad. I want to go to the door frame. No, Frank Jr., it got your father killed. Don't do it. You stay away from that door frame. I forbid it. It's in my blood, Ma. It's in my blood. I gotta go to pack the door frame.
It's my destiny.
We'll see if Frank Jr. picks up the mantle of destiny.
I hope so. Can only dream. That's a bit of a tough B setup, though.
Yeah, it's not great. Timeout. Ball for it. Def getting in their ears. Guys, you see what would happen if we just won the pistol?
Yeah, that would be easy. Right now, though, you know, Sachat and Azubu, it just feels like that duo right now is doing all the killing in the opening phases of these rounds. You know, farming up a couple ecos there in round 3. Round 4, though, Azubu just double entries into the bomb site. That does the trick.
But he's 9-1. I mean, he had the 4-piece in the pistol, so it started strong. But even beyond that, 5-1.
Yeah,
we cut the pistol round. That's some damn good impact from the young Brit. No mortar strike nades this time. Would have worked.
Oh,
Molly gets a little tickle. Boost up for Story. He's got the AWP. We haven't seen too much from Story yet, but we know once he gets that scope on, life gets bad for his opponents.
Ooh. Looking to maybe throw some re-aggression down range here. Reining in just a tad once they hear the ticks, and Story trying to be the tip of the spear this time with that AWP. Still copping some HEs, though. And they're even drawing in an extra player here on support right now as well.
You know what Lake's got? He's got another HE.
Oh.
Huh?
They're really trying to set up Story, though. I like this idea from sAw. We've seen Azubu really fight forward for some openings to Jot in the same fashion, but now trying to get this op involved when he gets that tool out.
Nade back the other way. Lake catches one, so a little bit of revenge here for sAw. This is all unconfirmed damage both directions, but that's just the nature of Inferno. You're kind of playing Battleship.
You're assuming that everyone's on 50 HP at some point there.
Double rotate. This is good timing because now the smoke and the exec is coming out, and M80, the cavalry might be here in a moment, but they need to deal with that Kilo. They can't get out the library. No hit just yet. Slack's first point of contact on that lane fight. There's the spot. Now they know there's one up in the balcony. Slack's blinded up, has to back away, but for the moment at least, they're holding them at bay. And now everyone's here. Everyone's ready to fight. Everyone's ready to brawl. The kills are stacking up for M80, stuck in the balcony. Agil will be the last to fall, and now Story is just trying to book it out of there. 10 seconds, no time to spare, but an op to save, and it is M80 finally getting on the board.
Yeah, that's all a rotation game right there. Complete map control here from M80 when it comes down to getting your pieces in the right position. When they're defaulting up banana, you start to stack up that B side and just keep them at bay. Don't allow Story to find any of this opening duel. And Agil doing a great job of containing this apartments control there. I give him a lot of credit for that, but when you have to turn the corner into the site, you got a player in pit and 3 on the site proper, it's gonna feel impossible to break through there unless you have those openers. And this time not given by M80. That's some great rotations off the back of the timeout. That's exactly how you like to start things off. But Story did save his AWP, and again, he's getting a lot of setup right now.
Ticket, no, Yuto comes out. Ooh, boy, okay, actually, Sejo taken down. I thought that was Story was into, but no, indeed, somehow Swisher avoids that. I think because no, it would have just been falling off of it. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened there to offset Story's aim, but either way, it is victory M80 in the first skirmish, and not much damage taken back the other way. Just 3 on the Swisher. Smoke comes out. That's going to frustrate. You still have some cash reserves because of how nicely this map has started. But you don't want M80 to get healthy on this.
No, not at all. I want to be able to provide some resistance here. Trying to, again, deny some information all over the map here. Last time they got stacked up with 4 players. They want to avoid that here on sAw, so they've got a decent spread of the positioning here. 2 towards the top of car, 2 towards this bracket side. And again, it's Story that's trying to poke and prod around the corner. Just met by another smoke, but he slides in a kill beforehand. Forces Slacks forward instead of back here, but he still takes care of Agil and spots out another in boiler. Bomb still dropped in spawn right now. 30 seconds left as they recover it. And they've got to make a quick motion in towards this B side.
When does M80 realize that A's not happening? That A's not happening. What kind of stall out util? There's one more Molotov. I don't think that's going to be enough. And Swisher, he's got to think about sticking onto the rifle. But as the smoke comes through, here's going to be the molly.
Placed.
They're going to cross him. Over the oranges they go. So there's a path to this. Azubu needs to get it planted, but I don't know that this can be denied. If there was a smoke pop, things could have gotten interesting. But Story holding. Now this is a risky move. M80 not putting themselves in position to deny that plant. Now they've got to try the 3-on-3, and there's no utility to get through these chokes. Of course, there's also no utility to hold them at bay, so we're just going to brawl. We're going to fight. That's a nice way to start the fight. An op tag. Story's going hunting, but he's going to find a little bit more than he bargained for. Now both players stuck on the right side of sight. One high, one tucked back into the corner. To offset, but Lake is clearing them off the table. Lake wants the last, and he won't have it, but Azubu now low. Is there time enough for this defuse? No. Yes? He's got a kit. Oh, does he have it? No, not at all. Not at all. That one's going to be for sAw.
Oh, and what a clutch rate there. Comes down to the wire when it comes down to the aggression, though, that we see from Story. Peeking forward into CT, into the coffin's position. The post plant looked a little bit strugglesome, but Story finding this kill on the Sin. The rotations finally being capitalized. They do once again try and stack over that A side with a lot of presence. And even though there's little time for them to get those numbers punched in, there's also a little time for the defuse.
That feels like a rotation misread from M80, right? In terms of setting up. You could have just denied that bomb plant if you had any sort of ability to have stopping power on B.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to get caught with their pants down on the A side.
It makes sense, though, because you do catch a Gil over there towards the A side, and you find him towards brackets. You still see that there's another player inside of the apartment side, so you kind of deal with this A alert positioning, and then you spotted another in boilers, so you're going to probably feel the need to get a little bit more resources heading in that direction.
It's also that play from Swisher, right? Once you've given it up, the bomb plant, flying through the smoke dry, I don't know if that's it.
Bold move.
It ain't it. A little boost up to try and get something going down middle early. That won't be afforded to him. And this time as well, sAw dodged the early util damage. So nade's ineffective, and immediately they're taking space here in middle. This is much, more up-tempo than it has been. Player slips into the pit, so Rack won't get caught just yet. Slacks, though, on the angle, gonna have to be good if they come around this way, and as they wrap Moto instead, this could be very dangerous indeed. Double rotate coming through from M80, but are they going to expect these players to be up so far, so fast? Huge tempo breaker on the round. Sin should get the spot. Won't get the kill, but damage up and information for the squad. And Lake in the library. Woo! Dips in as the smoke blooms, but sticks around a bit too long. Wrapped upon by Azuu. Still advantage for the moment. M80.
Dropped. That's going to be a bit of a problem there. Now they're getting wrapped up at the moment. Slacks comes through with an op shot. And it's a little bit too overwhelming. As the package got burnt in the flames and everyone else falls to the rotations that arrive very quickly.
Maybe showing why sAw are favoring the B bomb side right now. A little disjointed on that A tech. I love the idea. I love the tempo that they hit. They've been playing so slow that you can tell that they had actually kind of caught M80 out of position. But that double rotate back from B comes at a perfect time. And then sAw just feel a little nervy once they start to lose bodies towards that side of the map. So an opportunity allowed to M80. And we are going to get the eco out from sAw as well, unless the force buy does come through off the back of this timeout. Golden getting in their ears. Curious to see what the decision's going to be.
Can't imagine them in too much of a rush to get a purchase in, but like you said, I mean, I'm keeping a close eye on how things work towards the B side. If they can continue to find success in that department versus those A side hits there. They are dealing with a lot of stacked setups. I mean, like you said, the double rotate from B, it ends up providing a lot of coverage. The utility that stalls it out, I mean, that's what Rek does best here for this team. I feel like he's such an effective anchor and is so good at stalling out utility. He's got a molly kill on the play with the bomb, but they do go for the full investment. They're going all in. This banana control has been pretty dominant from M80 in terms of the utility usage, and they're going to prioritize it once again. This time, Swisher a lot deeper in the map control at the moment. Holding on to that space, but not forever. And they're going to look heavy in the direction of apartments at the moment. You can see the default kind of leaning in that direction. Banana left a bit clear at the moment. And trying to draw in attention away from the bracket side so that they can scale towards this apartment. You can see Azuu ready to pounce with that Mac-10 as well. We'll see how fast he is.
The bomb, though. I mean, this is going to be the full commit, right? If Azuu is the tip of the spear, then there is no second option. This is it.
Oh, that's going to help.
Gone, yeah. Line fire through onto the banana player. It does make life a lot easier. Azuu, though, clotheslines, and oh my goodness. Tip of the spear indeed, but well deserved. Slacks trying to play a cheeky play around the smoke fade. That doesn't happen for him. And I think they just locked out. Are they going to attempt the retake? Sin and Swisher. I mean, this is demolition, and it all comes at the hands of Azuu.
Hey, they're
giving it a look.
Forward.
They got a smoke and a molly. They can isolate some of these angles. Maybe leave the player in towards mini pit.
Oh, that's got to be
a molly out.
Run away. Run.
That's it. That's it. It's done. Inferno Save Fest continues. Man, Azuu is having himself a day right now.
That's such a good timeout call into the set piece towards that A side as well. Look at that entry path coming through from Azuu. Trust his teammates' flashes so much, and for good reason. Perfect flashbangs onto that bomb site, and another massive smile here for Azuu, understandably so. There's a lot of reason to be happy. Look at this double entry coming through, man. Breaks down that A site, and again, this is M80 trying to get back into position so that they can defend the A bomb site. They're drawing in that fourth rotate. They're getting the extra numbers, but sAw this time, crucially, we're a step ahead of that.
Now, M80 are going to be able to field one here, but there will be no AWP for Slacks, so we'll see if they get a little more aggressive as a result of that. Swisher's having a tough one in defensive B. His one smoke kill. The only kill. Now he's up on the Andes. They haven't cleared him. They haven't cleared him! Oh, can't stack up the two-piece. Only the one. Damage on the Mutiris, but that just might not be enough. This could be another save call. And indeed, I think it's likely to be Lake.
Oh my god. Oh.
Gonna risk it, but now he's rumbled. And out onto the balcony goes Agil, so good luck saving. Good luck saving, Lake. There's nowhere to fall back to. Your teammates are gone. Deleted. Pieces swept off the board. Money gone here for M80. This is turning into a disaster for them.
Yeah, I mean, sAw getting...
Was that Golden hitting the button?
I thought it was, yeah.
He's adapting.
Yeah, understandable. A lot of reason to be excited. As sAw just take full control, double entry. They don't really hesitate either. No hesitation there from sAw whatsoever. Taken into that B bomb site.
A Burgo indeed.
Do we ever figure out what that means?
Albert, go. It's pretty straightforward. Tejel, naded down. Blind Mackie will get one. Slips into the smoke. Hold on. Hold on. He swaps spots with this Chaos Incarnate. Eventually, he's toppled, and this is getting messy. Story's quick on it. Quick on it. They do have the bomb here. You can see why there's the temptation to try and keep the pressure up. But Story's like, come on. Come on. I was born for this.
Give me another one.
You think I can't hit a quick flick over the half wall? You didn't grow up on the streets I did.
Oh.
This is the street he grew up on. Banana. I don't know why I keep defaulting to that voice for people. You know, something about this map. Banana.
Banana.
Banana. You know,
We'll see
5-7 in Boiler.
It's always good for one, right?
Yeah, I'm quite nervous for sAw here. Actually, this is a good 5-7 angle.
Oh,
well, unless you don't look at them. If you don't look at them, it is hard to hit the headshot.
yeah, that's not gonna go your way right there. Rek getting a little bit worried about his backside, and that timing just threaded to perfection from sAw. Last kill coming through from Story, and no concern there despite the chaos that started out this round. sAw now thriving in it. Sajat with his Mag 10 sent in full force, and then Story with that lovely flick right there. Got game.
All right, so if you're M80, you are trying to scrape together a last 2 rounds. What are you calling here, Cole?
I would like to see, you know, I imagine Slacks get a little bit aggressive. Actually, putting him towards Banana is a good adjustment. He's been over towards that A side throughout the whole half every time he's had an op, so maybe some presence towards Banana. Then you stack over the A site long term.
Still working on that synergy on the Belg walk.
Not perfectly coordinated. But here we go. I mean, this is kind of something you can afford here with Slacks. They still have a lot of resistance, a lot of presence. So it's not exactly the A-side rotation seeing on this angle. In fact, they're going to get aggressive forward in the face. Nice mollies to burn off Sajat. Winning out in this banana control throughout the mid-round. Incredible shot from Slacks onto Sajat as well.
Now they know the op's there, though, so look at how quick they accelerate in towards A, and this is where the rotation needs to come through from Sin. He's not bringing any util, but if he can get here quickly...
That smoke from Rek's so valuable. He just dispenses it as the reaction comes through. Even the
molly
molly
out as well. Now this is going to allow Sin to get on the angle. You stop it up sAw a little bit, but it's still 3-on-4 in the site fight. We haven't rotated another. Now that's confirmation that the op is here, and you're dodging him, at least for the moment. Time is starting to get a little nervy here. This might be if they're wrapping towards CT. No, it's just to keep Sin isolated. Keep him off on the rotation, so it still is going to be these 2-site defenders. And M80, the Banana players haven't gotten active just yet. They're starting to realize that nobody's here, so the flank will be pushed, but it's too little too late. sAw, it comes down to this. They've got 20 seconds to get this bomb on the site and get it planted.
Oh, that's a big entry.
Rack, if he could stay alive in this pit, this would be massive. They can't cross the bomb towards site without dealing with him. They're trying to nade him out, but they don't feel comfortable in the plant. That's a huge kill from Mutiris. Rack is just trying to buy time, but he can only do so much. And now that bomb planted, now Slacks has to save. Rack doing so much just to try and survive there, but his teammates couldn't get the kills to pay off his position.
I mean, that's just brutal right there. Oh, there's the pillar again. But I mean, Rek right there has to be doing so much to buy time. As I even highlighted right there, you're looking at what he does utility-wise to toss in that smoke at the perfect time to deny saw's initial move. That's plan A, sAw, when they spot out the op towards B. They want to speed it up and move in towards that A side quickly, but they can't because they're met by a smoke that is a Wallace. And Julian, afterwards, can't really fight their way through until a lot later in the round. But as you highlighted, it's just that B flank that needs to come through a little bit quicker. Doesn't have time to really support the site, and losing Lake instantly like that is gonna likely just be curtains on the round when Rex back against the wall, and the support system does not come through with much efficiency, much kills. 9 on the board. sAw getting close to getting double digits here.
Feeling viable.
Away.
Oh, look at this. All right, ain't nothing working. Let's get aggressive. Haven't seen this since the pistol round. They try and pop the smoke, and Slacks is now deleted, so they know they've got a pretty good idea of what's coming their way. Say that smoke pop would have finished them, but Lake's already slipped into the tunnels.
He's gonna have to do something though, right? I mean, that's
It's a little
what you need out of him. Oh my God!
Call Agil the exterminator. Cleaning out the sewers.
Cleaning up the lake. Oh, really? Okay.
Started to turn. Said,
Yeah, he's
okay,
like,
you know,
maybe
bet.
I should look behind me real quick. I wish Sin tried to get his knife out right there. Just got caught red-handed.
I think he's fortunate. I think he was trying to play it up to see if he could get two. Two did not come through. Still gonna have to be Wreck and Swisher doing something about this.
There's a chance. I mean, good positioning here. Nice 1-2 punch. Depends on the speed in which sAw kind of head into this one. The utility that lands down their way.
Promise they don't have any of the nades.
Oh.
Well, okay, now they can just go B. Do they trust that they can just go B?
I would send a probe at least. See if you can't spot things out of your story.
Starting to
maybe.
run out of probe time here.
Yeah.
30 seconds, bomb shifting back.
They certainly are doing a good job of selling the fake, so...
They haven't
Gonna
heard
draw in
anything
2
on
players.
site. Oh, now they know there's one, so okay. Maximum one on site, you should just rock in. 18 seconds.
Only a matter of time before they spot Wreck out. So the bomb is 100% good. They'll just win it through elimination, close it out with one last kill from Azuwu, who started off the half pot, and he's going to end it the same way. We'll be back after a quick break.
We're back into the second half here, and what a start it was for sAw. Inferno, home territory for them, and apparently home territory for the Brits, as Azu's just flying into every bomb site and claiming them for his own, planting the flag. That actually is pretty familiar for the Brits, huh?
What?
Planting your flag on territory that's not supposed to be yours.
Yeah, I mean, looking good here in Italy. Knocking down some big-time frags. Azu's just been so good on the aggressive. Now you have to do it on the CT side. Pistol rounds, again, if they continue to be rough here for M80, I don't think they'll last too long.
Yeah, it's done. You can't say, yeah, pistol rounds are kind of random. No, you do kind of have to win this one.
Yeah, this one has to be the right side of random for you.
Well, they've got space in towards apartments, so initial control is good, but the stack is here for sAw. They've got the numbers in the right place.
They've managed to just avoid all of this contact, though. It's unbelievable that they haven't been spotted just yet.
Bomb's going to be the first one in if it's Swisher, so this will be the commit. Smoke up as Azu's gonna swing, but the smoke does blind him before he can kill everybody this pistol round. So that's good, at the very least. Gil and Mutiris, though, going to be more than enough, and Azu still gets his contribution, so that bomb's committed, and this round is over. And this map, just going to say it, looking kind of over. Sin, what are you going to do here? Dive into the apps, down to 21. They're running you down. Azu will give no quarter.
Let's go!
Wow. 18-5 after that pistol.
Nice,
Yeah, he's playing unbelievably well right now. He's just being able to provide so much coverage right there, drawing in a lot of attention. 3 players rolling up the bracket side, and Azu gets one through the smoke while he's at it. Story finds one on the fadeaway. And the one way I think that you can really avoid all the randomness of a pistol round, and obviously you can still shoot your way out of a 4-man lane, but 3 players waiting right outside of the apartments is a nice way to win a pistol, I will say. That's going to make it a lot easier for the rest of the squad to hit your shots.
And that's, I would say, you now have had 2 pistols where sAw have kind of called you out, found their spots. Yes, they have shot hard. That's always good. That's helpful, particularly this man popping up as your 1xBet impact player. Azu. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. It's actually how he comes.
Just adds a ooh to every end.
Azu. Who are we doing that for before? Wasopi.
Wasopi. He's a
Pokemon
the
method
Pokedex.
Counter-Strike communication. Gil has already found first blood. And second blood goes the way of Swish. It's a little Swisher contribution. That nade nearly finishes him off. Look at that damage off that HE. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. You knock out a lot of health collectively. They might be able to scrape a bomb plant, but no. This is looking dire. Numbers punched in at the very least, but it is very late in the day to be consoling yourself with just bomb plants.
He's just running inside the smoke.
Point on here for sAw.
Just flying into the smoke right there, fully gray screen shooting his gun, and it connects. He can do no wrong.
He's been blessed.
There's 10 chances to close now.
No less majesty. What's the divine? There's some Latin phrase for the divine mandate to rule. I'll think of it.
I don't know that one.
Rattling around somewhere in my brain from a history class at one point somewhere somehow. If it emerges, I'll let you know, Cole. It's been a long time since I was in any form of school. The info's still there. It just feels like more and more stuff gets piled on top of it.
You just have to go fishing a little bit deeper there to pull it out.
Get the shovel out. Says yo. Getting the shovel out, but it's to bury them.
So dunk on the HE here, and able to walk away with a lot of damage done on the slags. Doesn't really take too much in return, and again, you're starting to set up a lot of utility now. But this is a bit bold here, jumping around here. And M80 going to look to get very explosive in on this play.
Win the smoke. They know this player's here, but he's going to fight forward. And any impact would have been massive there, considering how tough of a spot he was in. They want to brawl, and they're going to get it. So this is now a good situation. Bomb planted, man advantage. sAw just pulled the plug. They've got a lot of rounds to play with. They don't know that Slacks has 1 HP. Yeah, okay. They're not going to risk it here. This is the prudent choice. Not the fun one, but the prudent choice.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. Go ahead and call it a day here. You got plenty of rounds to work with. That time, M80 again capitalized on the explosive nature. They tried to capitalize last round, missed out on it. Gil was too effective in apartments, but
now you and I know M80 like a little bit of overtime.
we do like M80 on overtime. That's why I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't pick Ancient there as well.
Anubis.
Anubis, yeah, right.
The other one.
That's the map.
The one they did pick was Ancient.
Yes.
But yes, they do love a little bit of overtime. It's a long road to get there this time. That's rocking the jeans. Gaming jeans.
Do you think they're stretchy?
They do look a little stretchy. I was looking at the pocket bulge.
Yeah.
A little stretch. A little elastic there. Jeggings. He's wearing jeggings. Remember when jeggings were a thing?
Oh, they were a hit when I was in maybe middle school or high school.
Jeggings still a thing? Yeah. High school feels like, well, you're younger than I am.
So middle school for me.
Or like college for me then. Oh God. I didn't like that. Well, now that I'm thinking about my mortality, M80 is certainly going to have their own mortality in this map on their minds.
Missed the timeout. Who called it there? Was it sAw that just trying to slow things down a little bit? Or?
Presumably, yeah. You know, just temper the expectations. You know, don't let them get started. Make the money work here. Wow. I feel like you have to end it right here and now. sAw and Azu, though, are going to do a good job of that insta response here. Stacking up the third player to set up util here towards B and engage in that top banana fight now. Desperation stations for M80. It's looking dire.
Yeah, still playing up to their own game here, especially with this lead, keeping control of banana and taking that fight back here, having the resources there with the 3-man lean to do just that. Now they get a player boosted up, which is a bit interesting because they're potentially going to fall off the back of that as well. But that's a arch side smoke tossed in that also cues up a little bit more of a passive setup. So right now it just feels like sAw are stacking up really no sights, playing a bit passive here, maybe more so retake centric. But if the game plan ends towards B, this is going to be a big challenge for M80 to get past in the 4v3.
Yeah, we got the Flower Pots player. They don't have the stall out util. It's just flashes left.
Gonna take a contact. No, they're just gonna toss the smoke in, and that's obviously not gonna cover the boost.
Story might flash Mutiris through this. Yeah. Here it comes. Flash through. How good was it? Well, Mutiris didn't actually go, so not very good at all. The creep out still gets one. Traded. The trade's good. Now the Flower Pots activation comes in, and through the smoke. Story will finish this. Dominant on Inferno. It is so very clean for sAw. M80, they give themselves a chance to at least show us something with the rifles, but they cannot capitalize.
Yeah, that just looks so clean right there, especially in the last try.
You're not supposed to take them off. That's the whole idea.
I like to play with them.
Fidget spinnering your own rings.
I actually did have a fidget spinner ring that had a little like trackball inside of it that could move around. And I lost that one.
That makes sense. Well, we're not going to have a whole lot of time for fidget spinning, as this one looks like it's going to be a very quick pistol. Up the cave, into the site, smoke to answer, but the smoke's actually bad. Smoke's a little too deep, so there's a gap. Flashbang's good, kill's good. Do they know there's a player on the cup? B, they do. Trade that to the tune of 1. It's looking good right now for M80. And M80 being blessed with some pistol success. This is such a rare ask, but it's looking good. Now as the players fly around the corner, what could be done? Okay, retake from sAw. Slack slips into the cusp, so it's going to be a tough clear out, but Slacks only goes for the 1. Time's becoming an issue here. No kit and no Mutiris either. So, M80 with a pistol!
Yeah.
Def is
He's
he's not
ecstatic.
showing it, but inside his head, there's fireworks going off.
Yes.
There's celebrations. Speaking of which, the actually M80 are wielding just as many Brits as sAw.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah, there you go. I guess this is, in that case, a civil war. Not the revolutionary.
UK. I don't know. We should find out. They're probably from like two counties next to each other that have actually been at war for 100 years, technically, based on an old treaty.
Two houses battling. Just have to check the last names.
Want the cave fight. They heard him. They heard him do this. It's not so sneaky, but he doesn't appear to
my
care. And with
goodness.
Azoo getting that kill, that's pretty nice. But stacking up the other two back the other way. All good. Plenty of time to play this one out. Not a lot of health on the other side, Cole. This one looking a little rather settled.
Yeah, looking well handled here. You do see a bit of aggression from McGill. He's trying to take some charge towards A main here, and you just gamble stack the other rotate as well. So looking A-okay at the moment.
Can you be B-okay? What about C-okay?
Well, I think the saying should be okay, because if you're just okay, you're not doing good. You're not doing great.
You gotta be okay.
Yeah. I wonder why they added
is
an A.
What?
Why did they add an A?
I don't know. It's because when you're filling out the wellness form, and they're like, "How do you feel?" A, okay.
Oh.
Not so okay. C, kind of shit. D, it's
but-
so Jover.
But A and just okay is your first option. Like you don't have a
the
you don't have-
baseline is okay. All right, then
Yeah.
we forget about it.
That's the
Kick
best
out.
we can be here.
That's the
is
best.
Okay.
That's the maximum.
Yeah. Well, I guess if it's like a pain scale, it's not going to be like A. The pain is great.
A, I'm actually kind of into this.
You know what? This isn't half bad.
The pain scale is 1 to 10, and then 11 is this is my king.
You know, that's probably a good direction then. Doctors don't need to know all that.
Chronic pain, but you're kind of into it. All right, I mean, clean start for M80. Onto the pistols. This should, being the operative word, be the easiest of the rounds. Let's see if it will be the easiest of the rounds. Space towards B being taken early on here. It's light presence. They wanted to go for the heavy mid fight instead, so if they can clear out this cave player. Sajat. Naded up. Down to half. Reinforcements are on, but they're not actually in the site. Cheeky USP play. Can't quite find the kill. Nice idea. Not quite the firepower that you required, and this one's over. Again, you're just going to try and save these two sets of armor.
Not a bad idea. I am interested to just look at the positions right now, and I see Sajat kind of playing over and towards cave at the moment. So that's an interesting spot for him to be in. I like it. It's still a like role that you can get pretty active towards middle as well. Again, with the new systems that sAw have been building, all the roster changes that they've gone through, that is going to kind of force you to maybe sacrifice some positions that you're a little bit more used to. Tiras able to find a couple of impressive kills though while he's at it. Nice exits.
Yeah, AK's going to be recovered though, so it's just the SMGs that were lost. It's not a huge deal. Slacks can buy back into the op now. He's going to have the cash for it if he wants it. Curious to see if they break that out on the T side early. Means that we're going to have, at minimum, 4 rifles onto this one. Knowing Slacks, he's going to want the big green.
Yeah, whenever like players look at their notes like that, you know, after a round, and some players are looking at them, some are not, you just need a quick reminder. It always makes me think it'd be nice to see if like Roka, how good Roka could be if he had a like page of notes for him, you know?
Round 1, jump out heavens, 360 headshot somebody. Round 2, hit a 3-piece.
Well, the thing with him was he would always forget the strats no matter how many times he was reminded. And if he just had a note page there, You know, maybe he could have had...
Step-by-step instructions.
Yeah.
I suspect the note page just tells you what the name of the strat is. I don't think it outlines exactly what you're supposed to do in the round.
Well, I mean, some of them are crazy detailed.
Yeah, playbook. Get the blade pamphlet going.
A little 60-page.
Look at the damage that's been done early on here off of spam and util. So effective, but they do need the kills. Mutiris, even trade here. It's not ideal, and it is the wounded players who are out for M80. That Molotov means the bomb's going to be planted. Question's going to be on the fade. What kind of util remains here? There's just flashes for M80. There's a lot to get them into the site from sAw. In Temple, it's a little tough to deploy it, but if they can get out past this bulkhead, things can get interesting. Wreck, mollied, ticking, has to fly out. Whoa, had an opportunity, couldn't quite capitalize. Time's getting short. Time's getting short, indeed. And if they can keep these traded up, that'll be enough. This might be it. Oh, but it's all good for Swisher. Now he can play the post. Without a kid here, this is done. Story doesn't have the opportunity. He's just going to have to save. So M80, this one gets frisky. This one gets risky. But even with the guns out, sAw cannot keep them back.
Yeah, I mean, just an excellent chase there in the post-plant positioning. Swisher does go down to the bomb, surprisingly, but...
They got money.
Yeah, no big deal at all. Holding steady there. Wreck so effective at being able to thread that difficult position like he does, dancing in these angles, and then getting out of dodge, allowing for his teammates to play and bounce off the contact. Quite happy with that one in there is Wreck. Being able to bring in some energy into this T side here, and much needed from M80 after that last map to just start things off so well. Win a pistol, you know, as they've been struggling with, and then transition that into now 4 rounds in a row, giving sAw a taste of their own medicine from their map pick.
This is you had that nasty taste in your mouth from Inferno. You eat too much garlic, you know, everything felt. They got a little mouthwash, swish that thing around, spit it out. It's all good, feeling fresh on Ancient.
The mouthwash into the OJ, they're so fresh.
Sin got a gun?
Hey, yeah, it's on there.
Rex got a MAC-10. Okay, all right. Hold on. They're going quick then.
Oh, yeah.
The read here is we're getting fast with it.
Took the head Kevlar check.
A. Smoke goes into the elbow and they just ignore it. Oh, this is going to be a straight up A take, and it's the perfect read. Look at it. We've only got one player here in the donut. Everybody else is gambling on this B play, and there's a fake being thrown from Swisher to hold them here. This is a perfect read from M80. It has to be a Gil going massive if they're going to do anything about this round.
Hey, that's a good combo of utility right there. It's exactly what he needs to do to provide a couple extra seconds for those rotations to arrive. It can afford those aggressive plays. Now you can see Story repositioning a bit boldly with the AWP, but now they're executing past the smoke. They're not going to hesitate.
Just need to clear the close angle. Flashbang's good. Yep, that one's easy. Smoke in towards the donut. If one lands for CT, you got to pop, but Story, you can't risk this. You can't risk this. It's too punishing. That bomb gets planted, this one's going to be tough. Trying to pray for the lineups, but they're just taking damage back in turn. Now with Mutiris gone, they have to bail. They have to pull the plug. This has to be a save. And Swisher's in the back lines. Swisher's in the elbow. Story's aware that this is where he would be if he were hunting this up. Keeping that all alive is just too important. So a reroute here, and I think they're going to be able to keep these guns.
Yeah, be able to hold on to as much as possible. But I mean, again, Swisher's still looking a bit aggressive on that hunt. M80 with 5 rounds in a row can maybe afford a bit of a chase.
This is so frustrating for sAw, right? You called the timeout. You tried to make an adjustment. You called your shot. You stacked up B, and oh, they're out on the A side. They killed you. You got flash.
Yeah.
You didn't even get to see anybody. Yeah, it's over.
The rotation pathing right there from Story as well is something that I really liked. Even the utility from a Gil on that B or A bomb site rather is fantastic. That's exactly what you have to do as an anchor there. You know that your teammates are all over towards B, so the one thing that can't happen is you getting pressed on off of spawn, because that's probably just going to be a done deal, lost round. But being able to provide that smoke and then Story having to rotate in through donut instead of CT, also a big detail there. Not really being able to provide any extra coverage, not having a rifler to step through the smoke in CT and try and provide some extra fights. There's just really no support system there for a Gil. And that's a hard job with an MP9 and 5 players chasing you down.
Back-to-back timeouts.
The timeouts were working so well on Inferno as well. I mean, you had so much success. It really limited M80's consistency and ability to string together rounds. Felt like that was how sAw stayed ahead so effectively.
Interesting that we don't see Golden too vocal in this one. So this is Mutiris, presumably wanting to tweak something, wanting to adjust something. But it is interesting. You call a timeout, you come out with a very specific round call. They counter it. Right back into the timeout. We are in the 6th round. And sAw are burning through.
Nice. Smoke still worked. Oh, fast B here. Off the back of these timeouts, M80 have just been super aggressive and story ready with the AWP. So is Azuwu. And the back of the pillar, this time being shut down big time. The numbers are all here onto the B side. And they just devastate the aggression there. M80 completely stuffed at the entrance there.
Everybody's here, though. There's still a chance for the pressure valve to release. This is the wrong call. And now the bomb's committed. So, never mind. There was a chance to get weird and get out towards A and make something of this. For Lake, the mission here is punishment. Obviously, if he 1v5 ace clutches this, great. But he's not going to do that. Any kills would have been nice. They can't find that. What a relief for sAw. It took 2 timeouts. But they got it. They got the round that they needed, and they keep the bodies on, and they stay healthy. You can appreciate the play call for M80.
Yeah.
You said it, right? You went for the A contact control play last time off of the timeout, so you're thinking they're going to adjust to try and respond to that, so you just yeet your way up the B ramp. Problem is there's this guy's story, and he's pretty good at shooting.
Well, yeah, and there's, again, a pretty consistent theme there. sAw just stack over 4 towards the B side early and give them mid control. They have a solo A player. And now sAw kind of getting into this reactive Counter-Strike here. They're aggressing A after this round, and a nice pick from Story. Available to open things up on direct, just trying to jiggle around that corner. Next step here, next piece of the puzzle is for Lake to activate up middle. Ooh, he takes a route through Donut. Could be taking a route straight to the Story AWP.
Could be. You also have Vakil pushed it up very aggressively in towards A main, which gives Story the confidence here, but mid's open. So there's some nervousness there, and now with a smoke in towards the red room, they're wary, and they cleared out the A main player, so now Story under threat, deleted. God. What was that from Lake? Quick on the flick. And the bomb's gonna need to rotate around, but a retake on early here. Any more kills would be huge from Lake. Nade might finish it. Nade will finish it. Goodbye. Can't find the next, but punishment onto Azuwu and a smoke in his face. Clear up in towards mid. It's just this one man, and you know where he is. He's going to risk the smoke push. Knife out, though. If they're just watching, it'll be over. And as he creeps out, the freest of kills for Sin. Immediate isolation of the 1-round win for sAw. It's back to the doldrums.
Yeah, right back into some difficulty right there. Great reaction, especially with this opening pick for Lake to then get a lot more aggressive, knowing that outplay oftentimes comes with a double up. It oftentimes comes with multiple players pressing the issue, and Lake routing through the donut there and taking some space back at the sacrifice.
I believe that was up, got something on.
Whatever it was, destroyed for sure. That's a great flashbang, though, for Slacks. Now with the aggression up from Swisher. Oh, but Sajak comes through the cave smoke just in time, providing his mid player some safety.
Sin realizes that with Sajak pushed forward, there's a gap here to fill. But as Sajak clears out B main, they should eventually realize through process of elimination that he's got to be pushed up cave. There's certainly the idea, stories posted, aware that this is a possibility, so good awareness. Good communication presumably coming in about where Sin could be. And as the smoke fade comes in, now Sin is stuck.
Is Sin stuck or is Sajak stuck?
I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me. Well, it helps if you have bullets.
Oh,
Douse with bullets. Don't let him heat up.
Don't want him getting loud at you. Obviously, there's still a pretty big path here for M80 to go to, but will the op get destroyed again? No, this time, Lake gets nailed to the wall. Rek does offer up some kills and resistance, but...
This is again a scenario where damage is so valuable. The money's starting to wear down here a little bit for M80, but a bomb plan would certainly pay it off. And okay, 3 alive is fine. 3 alive is fine. sAw, they can reinvest. That op can be retrieved, maybe. Probably not, actually. But there's something here. At least we're not going to get two just complete drubbings, because it was starting to look like like we were going to just get it right back the other way.
Back to back there, just the classic. Two teams really strong on their map picks.
Jeff timeout, and he's talking with his hands. Is he acting out throwing a flashbang?
Might just, I mean, looks like it. This is what you got to do.
Interpretive coaching.
Yeah. And at the end there, it's timeout expires. You see Sin then trying to get everyone involved as well. That IGL coach combo has been working out really well for M80.
Bink.
Both of these teams using all their timeouts, it feels like. Whenever things go wrong, looking to right the ship here. sAw just inside the smoke, shooting inside of the gray screen. That's crazy damage.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Sin not loving it. Ultimately, it's going to be who gets this kill, though. Bam battles. Crab battles. Lake
aggression.
Flashbang around the angle, taking this donut space. Nade chasing. Putting him on notice here. Over towards A. But Azu does find the first. That's a swisher gone, and as the numbers are rotating back in here, Story's still on the scene. He's been the big chess piece so far, it feels, for sAw. And once again, he's going to be posted on the right angle. Nice shot. Lake does get past as a result of this, but still some serious work going to need to be done for Lake.
And they're kind of running it back into the deeper parts of CT here as they have this advantage, and understandably so.
One smoke.
You got to be able to destroy the op once more here on this line. That's it.
He's just fighting. He's fighting. He's fighting first. Now the smoke goes out. This will isolate. But Agil wants to go through with testing it. Well, now Lake's alone. So good luck. Too many players to fight. Make it expensive though. You make it risky. But eventually Story brings it through.
Closing that one out there despite M80 calling that pause. They're looking very vocal, trying to get that utility down. It's still sAw getting aggressive, finding ways to create gaps in that default here. You can see a lot of early damage coming through, but Swisher looking towards Cave, and Sin with his low HP had to kind of hang back at a more passive angle. And that opens up opportunities for sAw to capitalize on the aggression.
It does feel like one of the win conditions for sAw here is just get Story involved in the round before the bomb goes down. If he can get a chance to shoot that off before the bomb goes down, there was one round where he got the opening pick and then it fell apart off of that nice move up from Lake up donut. But consistently, when he's on the site that the hit's coming through towards, when he actually gets a chance to brawl, sAw are doing very well with it.
Yeah, I mean, I often talk about how important riflers are for Ancient. I feel like that's the positions, like aggressive rifling gets a lot more love than an op presence does. But if you can have consistency with your op on this map, especially on that CT side, if you're positioning yourself well to open up rounds, to get aggressive, you're kind of forcing yourself to be a part of the game plan there. That definitely is going to help out in your CT side endeavors and put a little bit of pressure off the rifle presence if you can actually succeed in that department. This is more like a op round here. It's either, you know, posted up towards A or waiting outside of the B lane there. sAw with some couple ecos.
Some eeks. Well, bomb's in their grasp.
That's nice.
If you already were wondering. It's already likely to be, but now it's definitely going to be. So he was just going to try and knife somebody as they get the bomb.
See it. I think he's trying to walk around in the smoke right there to get blocked.
Oh, boy.
Nice chill slap there from Azulu. Usually going for the high slaps right there, but you know, you always need someone who's coming up from high and someone coming down low.
You want to have your synergy.
Yeah.
That's a big part of getting the team play together. It's just getting the muscle memory on the slaps. Or the let's go. Fist bumps on land.
Oh, yeah.
It's nothing better than the feeling of fist bumping homie on land. Better than sex.
After a round win, after a big clutch.
A big clutch.
Shot looking for some big opening there. Again, the utility damage has been unbelievable, but the spam back finally going in M80's way. So Judge is unrelenting in this cave positioning, constantly dueling and doing damage. But what about an opening kill here sent his way? Still some low HP bars. That's kind of the problem there. And then Azubu just instantly picks up the pieces. Builds the roll.
It's been so sharp, so surgical, but when you can't see, it's hard to be sharp or surgical. If your surgeon is flash, do not go through with the surgery.
You see him, if you see your surgeon with sunglasses, avoid it at all costs.
Put down the scalpel, sir. Wait for the fade. All right, so far, so very good. Of course, for M80, this has already been a very solid half, but they're looking to put the exclamation marks on. Mutiers is tucked. You pick right in the 50-50? Yes, you do, Swisher. He is absolutely picking correct in this Choose Your Own Adventure. Having a much better map, by the way, I want to say. Had a tough one as the primary B presence on Inferno. Having a better one this half.
I know Swisher always feels like a player that can keep his mental resiliency up there. I think it helps out with the rest of the team. That's a couple tough misses there from Story. I think this op being chased down is more so that M80 can pick it up more than he can hold on to it, but we'll see if he's afforded that opportunity. Now starting to connect. And no scopes don't come through right there, Wreck gets vision. But yeah, I do like Swisher's head mindset in this team. It feels like it kind of, seeps into, again, some of the younger players, and more so Lake more than anything, right? I think that kind of combo right there is a good one. And, Lake has talked about it in post games there where, especially in that long matchup that we watched versus Fnatic, afterwards it was a lot of, Swisher just keeping the mindset right in map 2. That Inferno that was also in overtime, just not as long. Back in the last season of Pro League, so always some good synergy there. Lake's mindset in this round is in middle, left, against the wall.
They got space, and Story once again with a miss on a hard shot. Getting a little overzealous in Donut, but the punish doesn't come through. And now utility back the other way. Smokes up. They have any nades to pop these? No, they do not on the CT side. Popper would go a huge way right now. They don't have them. And Aguil dies trying to get out the choke point as a result. They're flying into the fray. It's getting messy indeed. But the bodies are starting to stack, and at least for the moment, they're even. Slacks. Oh, no. Didn't realize what he had in time, and now Sejshot is punishing them for it. Swisher, though, a chance at the clutch. We're singing his praises a moment ago, trying to line up this Molly. I think it covered. No, it's smoked. Oh, he's got that, but the defuse is on while he was distracted. 7-5, a lead for M80, but recovery for sAw on the table. We'll be right back. strong first half for M80, but this one's recoverable. So they've got a lot of chances to cook. It's no Inferno by any measure here, Cole.
It's no Inferno. M80 with the lead. They've got themselves some pistol success in the first half. They're shutting down some of these opening duels, but hey, sAw ended on a positive note towards the tail end of the half. And, well, that's going to help out there, Zulu.
That's just a timing, right?
Yeah, sniped out of the round. Good timing there from Lake. Good crosshair placement to kill. But now can they hold on to this A-bomb site afterwards?
Based on that kill as well, they've got the awareness that it's likely coming in towards A. Lake forced back by the smoke, but Rek gets one. So trades off his life at the very least. They can't deny the bomb plant. The numbers in the post available.
Nice brain.
Flax is so quick into this, and he will, in fact, get the kill. Connects onto a second as well. Lake gone, but Heel's trying to find an upgrade, and while he fumbles about with the guns, they'll fumble about and pop his skull.
Giving Slacks a defuse right there. Oh.
Yes, my liege. Okay, they're all trading it off. Eventually,
happening?
somebody's got to stick this dang thing. Okay, come on. Little tomfoolery here about who's going to go get what for the what and the when where. Shenanigans.
I have a kit. Get off the bomb.
No, you defuse bomb goes off.
I have a kit. I'm surprised I didn't give it to Slacks, though. Give him that extra 300.
Gotta give it to him.
Yeah. But, you know.
He tried.
And to be fair, you know, Slacks also deserves the defuse for what he did in the opening
He
stages.
said, come on, guy. You get
Yeah.
It's like,
It wasn't about economy at all. It wasn't about the money. He just wants to, you know, give credit where it's due. But hey, you know, a selfless team. They all want to give each other the love.
We had the clean start for M80 in the first half as well, so the rarest of things for M80, both pistols, they're loving life.
It's the last time out from sAw.
It is the last time out from sAw. We saw Golden deploy these super early in the first half as well, so interesting off of a pistol loss to deploy your last one. Basically saying this is my best chance to have impact into the round. They don't have a lot. Smokes. 2 rifles. It's just on a deagle.
Mac 10s.
We're swinging between the legs here.
Ooh.
Hang on.
A lot of utility there sent in towards middle early on. You know, nade stacking, doing a bit of chip damage, but the direction was always A here from the very get-go. And it feels like M80 are prepared for that with so much resources heading in that direction here. 2 players on the site proper and 2 close by in the mid flank. That's a molly that's going to do a lot in buying time. Another?
Yeah,
another molly.
Just trying to choke this out. I'm surprised none of the mid presence has come back the other way, having heard all that noise. Now the execute coming in. Maybe they're going to rally. Yes, they are indeed. Lake's on the way. Need to get the kills, though, at the end of the day. And only 1 for 1. Not ideal. So it doesn't quite work out the way they had drawn it up. Rek's down to 2 HP. A rotate around for the rifles. Had the right idea, had the pieces in the right place, but at the end of the day, you do need to get the kills. And that's exactly what Slacks is going to be doing. Only to the tune of 1, and both rifles now dropped. Rek 2 HP. He can't do this. Unless...
Oh my god.
We could have had a bottling. We could have had a smoking.
Stubbed his toe on that thing and fell over almost.
Rarest of kills.
A lot of madness there. This is, you know, surprisingly successful given the M80 setup. But I think there's some struggles to coordinate there. A lot of good firepower coming through from sAw in the inbound. And
oh, the force comes in.
Oh yeah, they're gonna start off the wars.
And that is now making me think, why didn't you save the MP9? I know it's ancient. You would have had to get so very far away to live with 2 HP. But it's possible. Tier's stuck in a corner, but they don't have enough weaponry in terms of the utility to actually dig him out of it. Sox past the mollies, maybe expecting a walkthrough. He's waiting for it. Into potential, but sAw have abandoned their designs in towards middle, having pulled all of this focus, the gravity, sucking all the M80 players in towards mid. They've rerouted. They're just slipping around.
And gravity's not even on this team.
No. Different squad. Okay, Lake. Lets that smoke go up. Gets the kill as well. Nicely done. They try and pop this, but no one goes through, and now...
Where'd that gun go?
Lake has rebuffed.
Like, he's going searching right now. That AG did send a gun for it, a Molotov as well. A T-Molly. That's quite nice. A1S picked up on top of it.
Oh, they wanted the flower pots, and then Sin said, actually, no, I don't want this.
Oh.
Maybe he should have stayed there. Not flower pots. Wrong map. Try a tree. Kind of like a big flower pot.
Yeah, if you think about it. You know, if you put a tree in a flower pot. At my old apartment, I did have a palm tree in a flower pot. It was very cool. I had a bit of a higher ceiling there, which wasn't great for sound.
No.
But, is good for a big palm tree.
Well, you got to work with what you got, right?
Yeah.
With the palm tree, if you got enough big palm trees, that would improve the
It
sound.
would be really cool, yeah. I actually, at one point, I was thinking of putting a mattress above my open ceiling and just like trying to technically cut off a room, but it was too much work.
How would you fix the mattress to the ceiling?
So it did have walls. It was like a studio apartment, so it had walls that sectioned off bedrooms.
Okay.
Loads.
But it was open tops.
Yes.
Oh, so you're gonna put
So it wasn't
on the
all the way to
divider.
the ceiling. So yeah.
I was gonna say
trying
you're
to
gonna
fit it
bolt
up
this
there.
mattress onto the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, that's even worse for sound then. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, made do. We found creative solutions. That's what you have to do. Find creative solutions. That's what M80 need to do here.
They do. They do. Not a lot to work with to solve those problems. I think your solution might be Slacks kills 4 with the Deagle, but that's going to require that they even give him the chance.
Yeah, back-to-back A attacks here for sAw, and then they're like, you know what, let's just put a little bit more in that direction. Also pretty common here for a lot of USPs to fly out of those smokes off the back of one flashbang, so I think maybe what they're threatening, hoping that that would queue up a scale towards something of that department. I like the idea from M80, just not the direction from sAw that they're heading.
Nice try, Ron. You're at least going to make them spend their utility as they take the site. Make sure that there's going to be no surprises waiting in those cubbies. Isolated player. Hold on. Story could give them a gun. That's nice.
No one even lost a point of health for that on the CT side.
No, he did split the difference. Look, he's an opper.
He's all about hitting that center mass. But the center of two players is the air.
That's not the mass you want to hit.
No.
So they'll keep the gun alive. Sin, you can see, has no interest in hunting these exits. Yeah, okay. Swisher. Not able to find one there.
He's trying to blend in with the plant.
Central got the memo. This is the safe retreat, but we got to bail out. Look, Wreck has armor. Slacks has armor. Sin has an AK. Not bad finds considering what you brought into the round, but it is going to be sAw all tied up. So now M80 have to show us what they got, and they're not going to have the op to do so.
Yeah, minimal casualties as well while you're at it here. Keeping it nice and healthy, only losing a single. Especially with that contained game and how deadly that bomb is, it's always nice to escape around like this without too much. Ooh. Little fist bump to the table right there. That's frustrating. It is frustrating. I hate dying to USPs too. I get it.
Fist bumps on land, but it's the table. It's the Nico textbook.
Yeah, that table gets a lot of love. This aggression here from Sajat doesn't quite go his way. Swisher capable of holding it down here. Matira's trying to do the same towards the middle. It's a slow lockout, but no ammo. Oh no! Gil will capitalize. Now the top rope swing here, but Azulu sidelined, and Sin is racing. Everyone fights towards middle, but it comes up with Story, the one that gave the table the fist bump last round, is now high-fiving his teammates.
That's actually crazy. If the first player in middle has an A4 instead of an A1S, I think M80 would win that round. On this fight. No.
This one.
Oh. Wow. That comes right down to the wire. That's insane for sAw. But now it's a massive knock-on effect because M80 are back to the doldrums in terms of finances. They've gone for a hero rifle on Swisher, but they bet everything on that mid-brawl. And it did not pay off.
Yeah, and I think most of all right now, this is the perfect time to pick up the energy here from sAw. You can see them getting really loud after that victory, taking the lead now on Ancient.
This is extremely doable for the 2-0 now. This round, maybe not the most important. Next round, you're going to have the op for Slacks. You're going to have the full investment from M80. The loss bonus is stacked up at this point. That's where M80 have to end this run. Decent trade there. You've got the one rifle to play off. Leg tucked into a corner. If he can do anything with this pistol, it'd be interesting. There's a lot of space in towards mid. I mean, this one's not done yet. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's aggressive on the flank. The kill on the Slacks, though, gives them a path through middle, and they know where this rifle is. Trying to keep Agil at bay. What a shot from Swish. 1 HP. But he's cooking. One bullet to him, still 1 HP or no, it doesn't matter. Su's gone as well. The ace for Swisher. Down to the wire, 1 health, but Big Swish steps up to send his team through to keep them fighting here on Ancient.
Oh, that's incredible from Swisher. What a round. Piecing up those fights so boldly, taking those duels, even when he's low on HP here, going for these trades, continuing to keep the fight up middle. He doesn't give up on these fights here. And then again, it just sucks the life out of sAw after they finally built up that momentum. After they finally get loud, Swisher just shuts them down.
That's the hero rifle. He called his own number. He bought it. He said, I'm the donk now. I got the one gun, and I'm tipping the scales. Monstrous. Here's a guy who, you know, we've been talking about fading into the background as his teammates take the forefront on the fragging. Guy who's become a more supportive element, a more veteran presence, a more emotional presence, as opposed to necessarily contributing on the crosshair, but we know he can do it. And he shows us, he reminds us that Michael Schmid can do it all himself.
Yeah, no one to be messed with here. That's a round that's going to revive M80, both in the energy and in the server. Keeping them nice and healthy. And looking to take the lead back here, looking for another swap. Materis definitely here in the scope. Might need to call in for a little bit of assistance here. He's just going to remain patient, hoping that Slacks will walk into the line.
If there's a flashbang, Agil doesn't have a flash. If there's a flash from bottom mid, this could be so bad for Slacks. But he's fortunate there's not one available.
Surprised he's not being called for either, right? He's just going to look to late activate right now, hoping that this B play can draw away attention and bring the rotates that he's looking for.
It might do, but there's nothing yet to make them flinch, and if Materis moves too early, it's going to be a problem. Now he's going to activate. Slacks on the line, doesn't have the shot, so it's nervy, it's edgy, but now Materis is going to have to try and reroute to make this happen. And M80 aren't giving them a fight. They're not giving them an inch, and when it finally does come through, it's Swisher to capitalize, set up Lake for the second. There's the trades. The B-take is shut down. And now just Materis wandering on his lonesome as M80 have retaken this lead.
Look at how much trust there is in that B setup as well, man. Back turned, trusting that their teammates can hold it, and being able to coordinate the fight effectively. That's a lot of faith placed into that M80 B setup, and it's that Swisher and Lake combo that I talked about earlier that has the trust in each other, that work together so incredibly well.
Yeah, pop off. Chirp. You have earned it. He's 19-9 right now.
After a very difficult Inferno as well. It's just a whole new map and a whole new player. Complete revival here from Swisher.
You love to see it. You really do. Now we've come to the end of the bank, right? Materis wound up with that saved rifle, so they've got something in this round, but his Glock's arrayed around him, so how are you going to maximize? How are you going to make this work? And the captain himself, I mean, speaking of players who we don't always expect to lead the scoreboard, 16-9, he is a huge part of what's propelling sAw forward. Big engine here, but he would like some of his teammates to come along for the ride. Spot on the B-Doors player. No reason to get sucked too far into these fights. Slacks misses the first, but not the second. Here is the rifle on Materis, getting peppered down by nades, and the rifle dropped in what should be unrecoverable terrain. Unless they're anticipating an A-main plane, so actually they pull off of those mid-angles.
Yeah, I mean, at this point here again, not too concerned. They even get back assembled here. They're looking to re-aggress towards middle. Just up against only pistols.
Oh,
those pistols do a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. M80 handle business in mid and keep themselves in good ways here so far. A couple of steps away from taking us into that decider.
what a difference a cheeky ace hero rifle round can make. Talk about impact, pure unadulterated impact. Just tipping the scales on this map. It feels like all of the steam has been let out of sAw. A team deflated. They'll bet it all on this one. But even now, there's limitations, right? The utility's not great. They don't have everything. They don't have the AWP for story. And as we've seen, when you take that big green away from him, his impact is massively lessened. Good flashbang. But Mutiris is in the smoke. Oh, they don't know. They have no idea. Mutiris has slipped through. He's in the backlines. This is so weird, but he's going to get caught on just the one. Still, the site's been lost. That bomb can be planted. It's a retake required. And Mutiris slips away from the angles before the punish can come in. This is a disaster for M80. That bomb's planted. How do you get back in?
Now you get the best post plants as well, and Donut to back it up here, but they are starting to pressure it very quickly before it seems like sAw planted their feet.
Zoo tagged up. Big kill, though. Slacks now takes care of the A-main presence. Zoo gone. Smoke on. They can just get on the stick. And that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do while the smoke is up. The tap on going to require the reloads. Time to get stuck onto that bomb. Okay, someone eventually has to stick it, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Sprays wide, and map point found for M80.
That's a great reaction right there. Smoking off Donut when they lose that control, usually such a valuable post plant. So you can see why when they're just spamming that smoke, but the quick reactions to make sure that you can't really thrive if you're a Zoo in that position. Still manages to try to kill him, but Slacks with the opping when it's needed coming through. The Temple side keeping the space safe for M80. Now looking to close it out with one more round. Looking to be flawless from the point in which Swisher got that ace into the finish line.
Oh boy. I was going to say, this guy, we know can tip the scales, but Swisher is not interested. He's not having it. He hasn't died since that point as well. He has just become the bastion for this team. The fortress that sAw cannot surmount. They'll try once again. They got the grappling hooks out. They got their ladders. They're trying to get over these walls, but a smoke will obscure their vision. Nade to try and pepper it down. The mortar shot's out, but Swisher swings back in, sets up his teammate. Look at the damage. Kill's not there. Yep, the Molotov will finish. And Lake can just battle it through with the USP. It falls to Story. One man trying to hunt up a kill, trying to chase down Lake, desperately trying to put something together here, but he'll battle forward to do so, and Slacks waits with the op trained. It's over. M80 claim Ancient. We're going the distance. This ends on Dust2.
Third map required right here in a big way, stepping up to the plate, and you can see it matters a lot there. Slacks making sure to recognize what Swisher...
You'll be very happy. So this is the last opportunity for these teams to really stake their claim into the VRS. If they could do so, the dub here could have outsized impact. We're into Dust2. Apparently, I just can't move, Cole.
You gotta stay very still.
I think I figured it out. I think I've cracked
You got it, finally?
See if I can fix it. I'll try.
John's got the nice opening right there. Oh my god, and he takes charge there a lot further in. A 4K in total for Sajat. A complete shutdown towards long. Now Swisher looking for another ace here. A couple of kills sent in return. Struggling to coordinate those last two peaks, but they've got the bomb in blue bin at the moment, and Swisher's going to have to change directions.
See if they forget they have it there. Technically, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you might not know.
I mean, unless they've got like gerbil memory, they're probably aware. And actually, a gerbil is good at hiding their food. So
yeah, Sajat was pretty blind when he got a couple of those kills, but
that is true. Not going to be a problem either way. Not going to be a problem either way. They will not forget about it. So it is in fact all good. And now I'm going to test my theory.
Oh, it's the tripod the whole time. It's always the tripods. You know, they're always in the way.
Damn tripods.
Whenever my tripods fall over, I move my chair around in my studio, and my tripods fall over all the time when I move, when I shift.
I don't know if, I mean, tripods. What tripods? We're here in Valhalla. Cameras.
Well, I was talking about
floating
in my studio, not
your
in
studio.
Valhalla studio. But I've got vents in my wall now.
Is Frank, definitely. Had the heart of a war.
Oh yeah, he's there for sure.
I died.
He went down with a sword in his hand.
If you die because of combat that you were near, does that still count as dying in combat?
He was sharpening his beak for something.
Yeah. If someone could do a rewrite of
some Viking show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there.
A Viking song, I'm thinking. But for Frank. A dirge. We need a funeral dirge for Frank. Celebrates his heroism. Get cooking and email us the EPL mailbag at efg.gg.
There's got to be a couple musical geniuses in the chat right now.
Hold on. Hold on. He's about to make some music on their skulls. One. Still one. Here comes the two. It's a duo. Okay, a little bit of damage. Getting this in towards a bomb plant would be an nigh on impossibility, though. Shouldn't be happening, especially as sAw are quick to close on these gaps. More damage would be nice.
Keep picking up that A1S right there. Travels around. Yeah, we would like a little bit of extra damage here. We'll see if it's given to him. Nice distance here from a Gilt.
That's not happening. Was like,
No. How's Sin's Deagle?
Sin, it's just time to die, bro. It's 10 seconds. It's 10 seconds. You gotta go.
There's a FAMAS down. MP9 upgrade.
Available. You know, it is good to remind ourselves that on Ancient, despite it being 13-9, pretty dang close, both pistols won by M80. Could have been the deciding factor here. Here, they can't get one. And that is something they have struggled with. But now the guns come out, so they can forget about pistols. They don't need to worry about that. It's time to just go click hits.
Got a long spawn here, so you know
Yeah,
the direction is decided for them. Look at this utility tossed in from Rec. Smoke for the Molotovs. Smoke's on the corner, but they don't push past this smoke.
Did they expect to play a dumpster? No, and he gets two as a result of that. Pays it off beautifully. That was a team dink, I think.
Yeah.
Teammate put a shot in the back of Lake's head, and then a little bit of a follow-up on that Nate Chunky. Not ideal. If you're looking to recover a deficit.
Especially for Azu here to start things off. Getting a couple nice opening duels there. Especially on the gun round, but Story doesn't give up on the duel. Keeps on fighting. And once again, Lake able to shut down the aggression.
That was a big difference on Ancient as opposed to Inferno. The rounds, especially in the first half, where Story did get implicated, effective, but they couldn't consistently get him involved in the affray. Oh,
they spotted him.
They've been spotted, yep. Nade to tickle. Got to keep those guns out. Train on Mutiras, though. Smoke to isolate Akil. No ability to pop that, so maybe some desperation spam here, but he's going to hold his position a secret, at least for the moment. They're wary of the player on site. It's a reroute out towards long, but you can't leave that bomb stuck at car, especially once that smoke fades, so you got to get around, and that's what Sin's going to do. Toss the bomb over for his teammate.
Fast long flank already formulating.
They're aware, though. They're aware of the possibility. Oh, Rec hears the footsteps. Now they get the long player. They know where the last is as well. Stick this down. Daring him. Come on, go for a jump. Go for a hop. Go for a skip. And Sin will be fine to keep his teammate alive. So great recovery.
Why are you peeking me? Let's fucking go!
There it is.
Oh, what a guy.
There it is. Why are you peeking me? He's been shut down that off effectively, able to do it once again, tapping away.
You know,
he's looking to demand that respect.
That story well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's falling apart! You're all fucking sucked! Why are you peeking me? Let's fucking go!
That's
gold
the
right
future
there.
of North America right there, baby.
I want to see a match in between M80 and NRG
They do that a lot, actually.
on land in front of each other.
Let's do it just actually, everyone's setups are the way they normally are.
Yeah.
And then we push Hexed and Lake's setups right next to the glass. So that just when the glass fades, it's like two dogs on each side of the fence. Just
Oh, that would be good.
need to make sure they get loaded up with Jello Revoice and Hot Honey Tea, though, to keep those vocal cords strong.
Keep the yellow match rolling. That's popping off early as well. That's the first gun round, and Lake's just getting loud.
He did delete the guy.
He deleted the op, yeah.
You know, deserved. And I think he smells blood in the water as well in terms of Story's mental after Ancient.
We're going to capitalize on that mind game. That's a beautiful flash right
How are the
there.
nades supposed to go? Oh! Out of the scaffold, though, 2. Again, we're seeing these tucked angles for Azuwu. Just paid off, but all. Slacks is cooking. Slacks is cooking, and now onto the side, it's sAw under pressure. If they can deal with him, the side is theirs, but sAw will not allow it. USP, all that's required. The side-on gets it done, and it smiles on for the new guy.
Oh, man. What a smile right there. Get a little bit of revenge.
Wait, hold on.
What did
Get the
he say?
replay on Mutiris. Going back.
Tears getting a little bit of revenge.
It's getting chirpy out there.
Don't doubt me.
classic.
Don't doubt me.
I didn't hear the first part, but I did understand you are fucking shit. That was
I did hear that part. I think it was "Don't doubt me."
Don't doubt me is kind of a metal thing to say. I like it.
That would be super sick, especially when it was Sajat doing all the lifting and he just got 180 opt. But hey, don't doubt them.
Yeah, it was.
Don't doubt us.
sAw and Azuwu just. I mean, this is now 2 times where Azuwu was found a tucked angle and hasn't been cleared. And he's dismantled them. That was 3 kills this time from the scaffold. 2 from the dumpster before. You gotta be checking your corners, M80.
Yeah, it's a lot of setup right there, though. I mean, Sajat is doing such a good job of distracting. They're completely back turned to tunnels.
2 new additions looking very good in this series so far for sAw. Gotta be feeling good about the scouting report.
Yeah, I mean, that is another good point here. You know, you talk about, like, the difficulties of slotting in, you know, a kind of a new piece, new core, essentially, and...
Uh-oh.
Oh, goodness.
Well, not looking so good in this one. AK giving over. Story under pressure.
Ooh.
I see
It's a
you.
little visual here, but he's playing a very forward-facing angle and drawing in a lot of attention towards middle.
The fact that there's no flashbang here means that you don't have to be too nervous about it. If there was one flash, Story spot would be a little tougher. Because just cheeky flash over the door and like 5 Tech 9s running through, you get nervous. But protracted engagements here in towards mid, Mutiris activating on that rifle, and well, this one could just be done. Slacks is just trying to make it expensive. The bomb needs to be retrieved. It feels like it's in an awkward spot, front of the box. Yeah, you're not getting out of this. He is. He is getting out of this.
Giving him a lot of mid
I think
fights right
Slacks tried to throw his deagle to Rek, but Rek jumped past the deagle.
Picked up a Glock.
Unfortunate.
Story's double zoomed.
Oh. Rek said, oh, they're passed. Hold on. He'll get more opportunities, though. He's just waiting for his rifles to come in, and that's smart play from the Opper. Why give them a chance?
Looking easy right there. Shut it down there without taking too many bodies. And honestly, again, a bold play there with Mutiris aggressing up middle like that with a lot of players getting called over to come support Story in this mid-hold. It's a pretty hefty bit of resources spent there, but fortunately for sAw, there's just no extremity presence there on the map. It's all in towards mid.
Now we do see the danger of the pop-off is if you then get completely isolated in that 1-round win. You may be feeling just a touch foolish. But let's see, Azuwu Tuck not getting cleared again. He was blind this time. This is a little more egregious. Not so dialed in some long takes, and Azuwu gets a second out of it. These flashbangs are even good, but this long take is just dismantled. This is a disaster for M80. They wanted the long fight. They had the utility for it. They had the flashbangs for it. And somehow Azuwu is still allowed to pick them apart.
Yeah, and if this is going to be another map here where we see Azuwu take over, if we see him continue to have this impact alongside Sajat like we saw on Inferno in the early stages, that could be another massive problem for M80. And we're seeing that level up here from that duo once again.
Reminder, even in that 1-round win, it started with Azuwu trading himself out 2 for 1. So even that started well for sAw. Early on, this CT side has been very impressive. They found consistent advantages. They've been able to capitalize. It's still early, but the early results are promising.
Should name himself Azu too.
Hey, Azu good for 2. Crossing the door. You want to hunt.
I would like to. Oh, okay.
But you don't want to hunt too much.
Go grab that op now, or Trying to pick up Slacks. They're overexposed, but spam through the wall. Gonna catch him. That's gonna be an easy recovery for that AWP later down the line. We'll get to see.
That was one more shot from playing themselves into a really bad spot for sAw.
Yeah. I mean, bomb recovery would have been impossible, so it just would have been timer, but that's a lot of casualties here. Even still, I mean, Slack's going to take a couple kills with them. Lead up to maybe a potential half buy here for M80 up next and see if they can't keep the pressure on. They will put a little investment in, trying to take a duel towards long once more. Needing some damage, but oh my god, what a shot from Slacks. That's long range. Deep line on the story, headshot connects, and a 4v4 now because of Zulu has kept it covered towards long once again.
Gap in the smoke, so Meteors can't get aggressive behind it, but actually it does spread. Shout out to the volumetric smokes.
Let's see, next step of the puzzle here for M80 to try and slide around that smoke here.
It's not a bad setup. Do they have they don't have a flash.
No
If they had a flash, this would be a very good setup. As it is. Ooh, bomb edging out. Yeah, they're gonna get the tag. Swing back in. That's punishing. And now second player down. This is a bomb plant. Uh-oh. Things are getting real weird indeed. If the bomb can cross. sAw's trying to deny that, but he's isolated right now in the fight. Now he goes down. Now it's just the one. Akil trying desperately to get this round back into the realm of possibility. Now they've spotted him up. The tag on as well. He's 18 health.
Whoa.
18 health. They want to brawl. Clock ticking away. Got some options for how he wants to approach it. He's wary with all this noise that he's heard that somebody may have gotten down to dance with him. And he's actually backing away on the smoke fade as a result of that.
Whoa.
Hoping they brawl in, and he's correct. But the reroute, he's saving. He's saving the AWP. He's giving up on this. M80 are back on the board, and it came off of a scout, a Tech 9, and a Big Lake 3-piece. Let's get ready for the pop-off here, because it's coming.
Oh, yeah. And they gave him some peaks right there that we know he doesn't like. He'll like it in this round, but shutting it down, forcing that respect.
Oh, he's actually shutting up this time. All right, he says, you know what, it's beautiful.
That's a lesson learned right there. That's a lesson learned.
We're going to wake the chirp. We're going to wake the chirp.
Let's wait until they're on USPs before we get a little loud here. That's, mission number one. Let's break their economy. There we go.
A little woohoo and a clap from the coach.
That's what you need.
All right. Conserve your energy for the headshots.
That's what I was talking about a little bit earlier on when, it's round 3 and we see the pop-off coming through. It's valuable there, as you said, deserved when you hit shots like that, but it can be a endurance test there when you're getting loud that early and then the answer backs come through. So now, again, maintaining the energy.
Here's a key piece to keep an eye on. One storyline that I want to... It's storyline. Pardon the pun. Story's got the op again. They make it a huge priority to get into big green, right? In a round where they're going to be very limited on some of these players, they're still getting into big green. He's been frustrated early. It's 5-2, but Story himself hasn't had the best of luck on a lot of these fights. I think if M80 can continue to keep him a little bottled up, that will become a problem.
Look at this. Slack's holding the line. Story's going to want to maybe turn that corner, but no.
No, not about it.
Idea was there, and we've seen Story take up the duel to try and look in towards suicide. Find some deep positioning, but not going to make the move this time.
Slack's wanted that fight too.
Oh, yeah. He was so prepared for it.
Itching.
Feels like the next step here is we see a lot of oppers fly up catwalk like that and then look to get the jump spotting or players throwing utility for the mid smoke and the mid molly, or the cap molly rather. That's a very common then reaction for an opera to post up on the angle like what we just saw from Slacks.
They throw the utility like this is a mid to B split, and this is going to keep the stack concentrated in towards B, though. As I say that, the Molotov on catwalk has now sent sAw looking at least through the doors, but for the moment, it's just these two on site.
Yeah, there's also a lurk smoke out of B tons as well, so as that mid smoke's coming through there, sure, there's some attention towards cap, but again, a very well-placed smoke here. They're going to have to push through it.
It's just the pistols. First one down. Uh-oh. Azul on site. Unless he can get a pop-off, this is going to turn into a save real quick. Now they know where he is. Position realized, and yeah, get out of there. Cut bait for sAw. The 3 guns are way too valuable. You are going to be conceding the third, but this was always the game plan. Unless the pistols could find massive impact, if this was an A take, you were willing to cut losses. You were willing to cut bait.
I always think it's really well placed there when you see M80 blow open those smokes and don't allow for those rotates to come through there, because as it was only 2 pistols, you have a small window of opportunity to capitalize on that. When that smoke comes down and you wait 15 seconds, it could be a much different story afterwards. But HEs for the smokes, execution into the site, and it's going to be a victory for them instead.
It does feel like we are starting to see that M80 game plan take root, right? Consistent utility. They've got all the guns now. There's no more limitations. There's no excuses in any of these engagements. And especially with keeping 5 alive here, they have definitely recovered from the disadvantage of starting off slow.
Double slack entry as well.
That helps
there. That'll do it with your op presence. Nicely done on the first.
Look, we told you he likes a little D2.
Yeah, he likes some D2. He likes the scouts. He likes the op presence for sure. And he likes the fact that he doesn't really have to worry about story all that much. You can see him putting himself in positions to try and deal with story. Look at this little run boost action here for him to run it down in towards B. Smoke. All to be met by smoke. Nice idea, though.
Appreciate the idea.
Yeah.
If they were getting aggressive on this, they would have been erased. But instead now, it's the double catwalk setup where the point of aggression. Story's back in towards middle. He's actually trying to shift up to address me. Watching yourselves there. No one, it's no harm, no foul, but maybe drill that one a couple more times, guys.
Yeah. Flashbang towards cap. My God. Well, he has that well drilled. And that's about what you need.
You wanted the gun? You wanted the gun? You wanted that? No gun for you. No gun for you.
Looks like he gave the camera a little Jim Halpert as he got flashbang going into the lower.
This is going to be another save. A-Take's coming through. sAw just going to try and keep these guns going once more. It's over. So the gap closes to 1. M80 finding very clean paths. And at this point, now you've got a little bit of money to spare. Now, how much might they throw at this hunt, Cole?
Might give it a decent peek, see. They don't have any presence towards tunnels, which is oftentimes going to be the bigger concern here. We'll see what they can make happen, though. What are they going for?
Just checking to see if it's utilized.
Scavenging right now.
Yeah, you know, making sure.
Like
on the economy.
Yeah.
Waste not, want not. And I appreciate that. Yeah, you let those tires go.
Popping those tires.
Popping them.
Those are pretty resilient tires, man. I'd like to have those.
Can I get those on my car?
Yeah. Surviving some.
We need it, man.
Yeah.
One pothole and it's like blowing out the sidewall.
Yeah.
Hire sponsor for ESL Pro League 1.
DE_tire.
Get on it, sales. It's actually, they just put a logo on those tires. On
We get some Michelin stars for teams.
We could do Michelin stars for different bomb sites. Michelin reviews for different bomb sites. Throw that one in the content pipeline. Okay, heavier lean out towards the long fight early on. It has been a point of success for sAw, but they've been rebuffed by the util, and we've already got sent through middle.
Double up on the aggression towards Tons, though. Swisher loud about his approach, but he hits the shift key.
Got the kill. Double pushing towards Tons is a problem, but there's still somebody here. They didn't expect that, and now the numbers just aren't working out. They get caught completely off guard by that push through mid by Sin. And what are you going to do now? You're so isolated. Story's trying to re-aggress Catwalk. Molotov, he ticks, so now they know where one player is. They know there's maximum 1 on B. And now they know where that B player is. So just rocking towards the site. They've got the read. M80 know where all the pieces are on the board. This is free information for them. And it is just going to be Sejat. Between a rock and a hard place, no chance to even save on this one, so he'll battle forward to try and fight the upper. Well done there. Can maybe get this big gun and get out of here.
Hoping for someone to give him a little over extension right there. But yeah, this is going to be another sAw save.
Now we prep for the leg pop-off. They've gotten it back even. I feel like this is where you let him chirp again.
There's 4 Michelin stars.
Hold on. Let's focus in. We're still getting a hunt. That op can go away. They're going to try and pinch this. The shot's in a bit of a tough spot here with an AWP. If they come through the doors, that's a hard shot to hit on the no-scoper. But they're not going through the doors. All right, never mind. You fine. Back to the free cams. Back to the free cams. It ain't happening here.
4 Michelin? Isn't that beyond the best you can get?
4 stars. I gonna doubt their provenance.
3 stars that you can get for Michelin?
I believe that's a lot of stars, yeah. Yeah, if you got 3 stars, I can't afford to eat there.
The best. Well, you can't even afford to get a reservation.
Yeah. They look at my name on the list, and they throw me out.
It's 3 for the restaurants, apparently, 5 for the hotels. Is there Michelin hotel stars?
No, but there's
just like
there's
5-star
hotel
hotels?
Stars that determine what the amenities are going to be that's available there. I don't know. Is that Michelin standardized? I don't know. Right up my wheelhouse. I just know about Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
That is a lie, actually. I think a lot about food. Hotels I'm less picky about, but food I think a lot about.
Yeah. It's a nice combo right there.
One of the great joys in life.
Counter-Strike and food. Occupying a lot of our brain.
We're in a good food city. I don't know if we've got any Michelin stars these days, but we have a lot of James Beard Awards here in... I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be talking about Stockholm. Philadelphia. Stockholm's got good food, too.
Yeah.
A lot of nice restaurants. Enjoyed my various explorations of the city over the years.
Last time I was there, I had some pickled herring.
I do like my pickled fish.
I was surprised that I liked it.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, hold on. You shouldn't let me know that. I'll find more weird fish for you to try.
Okay.
Go with the smoked, pickled, good stuff.
Yeah. Well, in a pickle is sAw. They keep saving. That's not a fun position to find yourself in.
Herring?
Probably. It was.
Bury it?
It was around Christmas time. I don't know if I've had that. I know what you're talking
Super
about.
stinky?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You would know if you'd had it.
I've not had that. No, that was not present.
That's the next tech. Hold on. Dance from behind the boxes. Needs to harass and harry. Akil paying this off, though. Flashed out. Still getting the kills. And this one's a shutdown. It's been a long time since we've had any success, but now look at the long player. ZooWoo thinking about going around the corner. Won't do so. Would have been the death blow if he had.
It could have been. It also could have opened up some new avenues.
Let's just safe.
But, I mean, there's still a pretty open access to Catwalk right now. In the meantime, we'll see if that remains true long-term, but they might just head into Azua's location. They're loud about it, so he's fully prepared for this idea.
Should have it. We've seen him catch them off guard so many times. Did they clear?
Sin going to jump around that corner.
Yeah, he was aware, but that is the bomb. Gift wrap, signed, sealed, and delivered. Good luck hitting that no-scope. Well, it helps when he runs out of ammo. Trying to play gun game here on the AK. What kind of damage can Slacks find to keep them limited into the final round of the half? That's the big question. 10 seconds. There's actually no point to saving his own op. He should go die.
Yeah, I mean, even if he dies after time, not a big concern.
No, just needs to kill. One kill and it's all worth it.
Not going to be given the chance.
No kills available.
Nice, guys. Nice.
Still fine. So the big green lives to the last. Saw at least find a little bit of sweetness here at the end of the half, but we could still go in all knotted up 6-6.
I like it. So with a little bit of relief right there. Lovely hold on that B-bomb site. Gil able to lock it in.
So that was a little bit slower for M80. Did we see them pick up the pace as a result? Ooh, looks like get me out long. Get me out long. Taking to the molly. Not quite going to have it. And ZooWoo.
Oh, they're out, though. They're pushing just delayed. A little bit of a late reaction. And ZooWoo trying to set himself up for success. He doesn't need any help here. He just does it on his own. Going for more swings, though. And Lake will capitalize.
That's a nice push up middle, though. Sejot gets there uncontested, really, as well. Sin just dealt with. And now the smoke comes in to stall them out in towards long. Slacks is hoping for a response, boosted up over. I like the idea, but they're not giving it to him right now.
Everyone prepared here. I mean, great setup at the moment. Punching holes through the smoke, making sure that they can't sneak across. But Rek is in between those holes. Oh!
Finds the right hole. As a player talk Gandalf, they don't know about that. Agil's the surprise factor. He's usually the B anchor, right? You might not expect him to be here already, but that's a good Molotov. They're being careful about it. Now the kill will come through as a result. It's not making any mistakes here. They're trying to keep Slacks out towards long for that post plant, but you do have to plant the bomb before you could do a post plant. So now Slacks sucks forward. to make sure that that's going to happen and then leave it all on the set shot. He's been so damn good this map. He has been the difference maker for sAw, and now a clutch is required. On the catwalk boxes. Not spotted yet.
Oh my god.
Aisha brings it down to just the one, but jumping up, he can't reset the aim, and we are all knotted up as we swap sides. We're back. We're back. We're back. It's us. We're not yet.
Why are you peeking me? Let's fucking go!
There we go. That's who you really wanted to hear. It wasn't us. You want to see our faces.
Stop now, man! You are fucking shit! You are fucking shit!
I think he said sit down, calm down, pipe down. I still don't know what the first part of that is from Mutiris, so if someone could replay that slow for us and help my young mind understand.
Could be the move.
Oh boy, it's only Lake here. Everybody else is going for a B tunnels crunch, and meanwhile Lake is like, well, let's see what we got. Time to receive everyone. B's clear. Uh-oh, time to readjust. Lake, get out of there. Preferably he gets out of there with one. Whoop. None, but alive for the moment. Back around the corner, now his teammates know everything. They know this is only a long play. Because they've cleared out everything else.
Yeah. I mean, it still comes down to here if you can hit your shots, but blocking that smoke is going to help him out a little bit. Might create some holes to open things up, but sAw just gets too well blinded up as they try and get aggressive. And so they will cross successfully so.
Oh boy, now the duelie's close range. This is good. The flank is on, but Rek only gets the one.
Whoa.
Sin paying it off in the front. They brought this down to the 2v2. Look at the health. Oh, it's headshots only now for M80. And, okay, Sin is gone. Yeah, all right, Rek. 5 health, 2 kills, bomb planted. Reroute. They knew he was out towards long, but this position, I think, on Catwalk from Meteorist should be too much. And indeed, sAw will not be missing. So another pistol round claim for sAw. This is now both of them in this map. 4 of 6 in the series. I love the idea there for M80. They have all the information.
It's also 8 kills in this these pistol rounds for sAw.
How blind was sAw?
It looked like a perfect flash. I'm not sure if it was, but
still just kills 2. That's
yeah, he
crazy.
just plucks 2 right there. Had level for the crosshair. Doesn't matter if you have the vision or not.
This guy is having an incredible map. He's actually the only player. No, Meteorist is as well. I was going to say, is he putting together as many kills as his team? No, not quite, not quite. But he is doing the Lord's work.
He's got a lot. He's playing unbelievably well. Again, that's 8 kills in the 2 pistol rounds that we played here on this map. So that helps quite a bit. He's been transferring it into the rifle rounds, keeping things nice. And in sAw's favor, once again, a slow walkout long. This time, not even meeting a single soul here, not even a lake to greet them. This cross moves will come through once again. Try and silently scale up there. Do move a little bit quicker, though. So they capitalize. Oh, sAw. Past Catwalk. That's a couple freebies right there. Whipping out the dualies to try and follow up.
Oh, you can't even save. You can't even save. You can't even get it back away. You can't even survive.
My goodness.
No escape. Slacks will not be allowed. At least he's going to put a blemish on the permanent record of sAw, but that is clean as. Nice conversion. Now you're going to have a save forced out by M80. And again, they're going to be starting from behind. Exactly what we saw in the first half. They're going to have to pay this off in the rifle rounds. sAw get a nice early lift here.
It's just another exciting round for sAw, who looks sharp, tapping away on a couple exits, but being able to open it up just the same from the Catwalk.
This is actually ridiculous. Wow, he's tagged up quite a bit early on. These USPs just playing the doors, putting him on notice. Tucked into a corner.
It is difficult to fight USPs with the MAC-10 from that range.
Yeah, you don't love that one.
Especially 3 of them lined up.
However, you know, if there's that firing squad on the mid doors, maybe there's not so much presence out towards long. So look at this. Look at all this room they've got to rumble. And M80 assembled the stack and shifted it over towards B, and that is not the right choice.
Comfortably scale up long. I do want to see, you know, if M80's game plan here is to leave long open more consistently. A lot of teams do like a lot of cat fights, playing aggressively in that department. I mean, obviously these last 2 ecos, but sAw just continues to feast, man. He's looking for the numbers you were counting up there. And he might be getting close to it. I think he'll also offering up some security there to close it out, but he's playing unbelievably well. He's nearing 30.
Yeah, 27 kills. He's going for the 30 bomb. This is ridiculous. It's going to get a little tougher now, presumably. Rifles out. But there may still be some limitations. But this dude is disgustingly good right now. And it's funny because for most of the series, he was taking a little bit of a backseat to Azubu in terms of the new addition popping off. And then they got him on Dust2, and he said, no. Home territory. This is my spot. This is my spot. A little bit of early aggression here in towards B. That is denied. As utility for it this time.
He's under hot water right now. This is not an easy position to slide out of. He's going to need for a little bit of support, potentially. Hanging about, though, for now. Still looking safe and sound. And they're still looking for some aggressive duels here. These footsteps should be heard by Lake and called out. the spades out to counter utility from the CT side. Never a real motion in from sAw, but it is effective at drawing in attention and rotations and getting that utility out that M80 do still possess.
Slacks on the angle though. Oh, withdraws! Tries to reposition off that Molotov. And that's a massive find for Story. We talked about it. He's had a slower map, but this is enough. And this guy, don't let him get going here in towards middle. Assigns him to the tune of 1, but still, the A side defense is compromised. Holding on to long for Wreck might give them the chance to battle back in. But as the ball makes its way on towards site, I don't know how much of an appetite M80 are going to have for this one. They're just going to be running out of rounds to actually do anything about this map of Dust2. It's the problem with playing from behind all the time off these pistols. You just don't quite have the same cushion to work with, and yeah, they're giving it up.
What a shot from Story right there to open it up. I mean, a little bit of utility. Even despite him having a bit of a tough map 3 right now, they still set Story up with a lot. I mean, we saw that all the way through Ancient there, where he's getting a lot of assistance in terms of flashes, teammates trying to support him, getting active, especially on that CT side for sAw. But just one good entry right there coming through from him. Gaining access up catwalk. Slack's turning his back and getting caught. Could have changed the tides of that round. Story able to impact the round with his AWP and then sAw to strike accordingly. That's a really tough shot right there. Looked like the molly had him a beat, and Slacks can't believe it.
We go for it. Yeah, I think that makes...
Communications out there. sAw's still having a lot of impact. He's around in 30. Only 17 rounds so far. Four players starting over towards that A side as well for this one. That's a pretty hefty stack. And does seem at the moment in the wrong direction here, given the fact that they're walking out a bit quickly. Nice deterrent smoke, though.
Perfect timing on it. This could have been disastrous.
Whoa!
Oh, Swisher dodging between the streams of spray and somehow keeping himself clean.
That's crazy that both of them right over his shoulder.
You're starting to enter this territory, right, where you feel like this is the map, if you're M80. And Slacks doesn't have the up, so it's not perfect.
Yeah, this round carries a lot of weight right now. You're absolutely right. Not a lot of room to work with at the moment, and if this one goes awry, you know, running out of ideas, running out of steam. Meanwhile, sAw's is still just picking up kills constantly. They're aggressing all over the map here, suffocating this default. Can they hold up to it?
There's the first found. Looking for more in towards this space. This is activate the players out towards long, but now they're ready to check the door.
Oh, boy.
They're not going to expect it. The one found. Can he get the second? No, at this point, he will be pinched in, and they're keeping him hemmed. They know that. They know they need this kill to set up the retake because they've conceded. But as I say conceded, no, they've actually shifted in towards A just in the right time. Slacks finds the one. Good damage on Rack. Can't find the kill over the box. And now sAw, who's been the mammoth of this map, he gets a chance to trample all over the site, reposition out towards the catwalk. And as Swisher comes through, he doesn't realize the player's gotten so far forward, but now he knows. And somehow unpunished on that engagement. The swing back in Story! Oh. How does he hit that? A whiff at the worst time for Sin. Swisher, how do you get stuck back in? He's got the kit, but he's still wary of sAw, but doesn't realize the reposition has come through. The doubling up, they're playing together. Rifle found the first, the jumping shot denied. sAw's got it. His 30th kill found, and that might just be enough to take this series, to take this map, to take it straight into the second stage of ESL Pro League.
Yeah, and it's, again, these two new pieces here on two separate maps of Inferno, Azulu taking full control. Now sAw on Dust2 looking to close. But the Story impact right there. In these last couple of rounds, these important gun rounds, able to open it up, have a little bit of impact there. An unbelievable switch up on the 180. And as we highlighted, there's so much weight on that last round here. Timeout called from M80.
They're going to scrape it. They're going to scrape the op up. They've got an MP9, a FAMAS. They've made this work. I don't think there's going to be a kit available, though. So big issues for M80. Impact player indeed. Impact player of the map at this point. This guy has been unreal here on Dust. 30-9. Obscene levels of individual performance here. Slacks is going to try and get active in towards mid now with this big green. They might not expect it.
There's that utility set here that you're looking for on the jump spot. They don't throw the molly. And that opens up a free kill there for Slacks. Sticks around as well. Now the op going to be the next point of contact, and Slacks doesn't fold on the angle. So a little bit of a lifeline here now given in the 5v3 taken by Slacks.
You do have to kill this man, though. Not going to count sAw out of any round where sAw is alive.
Understandable.
We just reached that territory. He's been such a difference maker.
Still smoke up, though, for Lake to toss in towards tons. Multiple of them, in fact, so...
Conceded mid-control, you have no presence out towards long, you have no information on that side of the map, but M80 as well, playing it pretty tentatively now in the 5v3. Not trying to give up any easy advantages.
They're going to be pretty explosive on this play.
Here they go. Up top, though, Lake finds the first, bottles them up, and now Swisher will be back on the angle. Reinforcements coming as well, trying to stall this out. Lake buying time, but not finding kills, and sAw has come to collect. Surely this one's too much, but not for him. Nothing is. And now a path to a bomb plant should be confirmed. His teammate can slip out of car. sAw has done the work, but you know what? He's even going to have to plant the bomb himself. Tossed over. It's all on this retake. It's all on this retake. They have to kill this man. But somehow he's still surviving here. Back in the box. Finally felled, and Azulu can do nothing more. sAw made us believe that he could finish it all himself. But at least for the moment, M80 get a reprieve.
Oh, just a little bit of relief from him, man. Still, it makes it look so dangerous. Double entry into the bomb site, only at a sacrifice of one of his teammates right there. It does make you feel like anything's possible here when he's still alive. 5v3 into a B-side post plant. Very winnable if it wasn't for the way that M80 went about this retake. Suffocating and jiggling out these positions. I mean, that's Rec being able to close out the flank there, but Sin constantly peeking in and out of those stools. And last timeout now used from sAw.
It's actually Azulu talking a lot more than I would expect in some of these timeouts. That's an interesting one. Considering A, that he's the new player, and B, that you have a very experienced IGL in Mutiris. You have a coach in Golden. I'm curious to find out how active Azulu is being in some of these, because we do see him offering up ideas, offering thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're talking about players that are really thriving in the aggression here, you're talking about sAw with some of the kind of aggressive lurking that he's been doing, and then Azulu has been so effective at getting a lot of these opening kills throughout the series. So maybe trying to set up for another opening play here.
Let's jump over. Slacks close to the doors.
Okay.
Oh boy. He's getting frisky. They're coming his way. This is such a risk now. Rifle with him, but M80 know they can't play passively, and now Slacks will withdraw. Somehow unpunished for that.
Yeah, sneaks out. I mean, most importantly right there, getting that deep angle, but when he realizes his catwalk could be overexposed long term, he's going to fade away. HE for the smoke. What's
he was ready.
Oh my god.
He was ready for it. He knew the line for the smoke pop. He doesn't need to see the player. He knows exactly where he's going to be. And so Story, once again stymied, has really not been able to be the big piece for sAw here on Dust2. Very nice bit of maneuvering there from Slacks, but still a lot more work to do. And where is sAw? Just in towards mid for now. It's Mutiris who's trying to take some space, trying to make some presence here on the catwalk, force a response out from M80.
He's picked up the AWP here and placed a Story.
You don't know his second name? Obzulu.
Opwu?
Abubu.
I thought we already had that.
We do have one of those. We don't need two. Maybe we do need two, actually. That'd be a treat.
The ultimate rivalry. This catwalk execute's still looking good, though. A lot of effective utility tossed in, and they completely deny Sin's motion.
So just tried it. He's getting tagged. I was like, ah, yeah, fine.
Oh.
Seated, but Slacks is still here. He knows he's got his comrade in arms. He knows he's got the big guy on the scope. And Slacks holding court is locking this one down. This is a different beast now. That's not a tentative round. That is Slacks asserting himself early and taking the round all the way to its conclusion.
Yeah, well handled right there. I mean, back-to-back rounds where Slacks has that impact there to open up these rounds, shut down the story. Who on important gun rounds has been able to offer up a little bit of presence alongside sAw. Most of all, when these opening kills are working out for the side of sAw, they get a lot out of sAw's lurking presence, and he becomes a much bigger influence cutting off the support system. So if they can continue to limit that, that's going to be a big difference maker here. M80 got themselves into a position where they can claw things back now. Have a limited sAw off of series point, qualification point to stage 2.
One thing you'll notice with Slacks, he doesn't chirp the way that like Sin and Swisher will. But every time the glass clears, he just stares at him. After he gets a big round, he just stares at him. The intense eye contact. Asserting dominance with that.
Isn't that a German thing?
Perhaps. Not familiar with that particular stereotype, but we can invent some new ones.
Sure.
No one's really in position to catch this, but it is going to be Slacks with the first responder, and he's going to find the shot. Looking for more, overcommits, wide on the angle, sAw able to collect, and this guy, it might be over.
Oh my god.
And now sAw battling forward, trying to assert this for his team. They continue to find the space. As the util sets up, sAw just knocks them down, and it's another round where he takes command. Story coming along for the ride, 35 kills, and he has secured series point. One more round required, and sAw pushed through to the next stage.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely no one is beating sAw when he's in this form here. There's just no way to deal with them. Catching Slacks and sAw with 30 kills, 32 to his name right now. He doesn't stop with just one, though. He makes sure to bring that round home.
That's where Slacks knows he messed up. He overcommitted, he overheated, trying to get too greedy into it. You got to be patient as an AWPer in that angle because you staying alive sets up your teammates to play around you. And by over-facing, by getting caught, that's where it all comes unraveling. And you can see the frustration because he instantly knows. Important to reset, though. This gap is still close.
Impact player there.
Every round, every damn round that they win, it's this guy. It's this guy. sAw over and over. 35 kills, man.
It is the 21st round.
He actually has as many kills as the rest of his team, I think, right now.
I'm sure he does. At this point, that math adds up there. Story.
Exactly.
Again.
Exactly. 35 and the rest of his team is 35. This is ridiculous from sAw.
Yeah, unbelievable. That is nothing but consistency at the moment. sAw looking to close now. Is it going to be sAw again? Are they going to be able to call upon others?
He's the only player on his team who's positive. This is a meteoric performance.
All right, get him a chance here once again to walk out mid.
I'll leave it alone now. We'll focus on this round. Swisher caught in transition. Spam's not going to connect. So they're getting on mid uncontested. There's still this tunnel presence as well. And Slacks wants to brawl on the window, but that's too many directions to look, too many directions to check. Now it's just about Swisher, but they dropped the bomb. No, they dropped the bomb in towards mid. That lagging behind the teammates. Now this is a crisis. It has to be a kill. sAw is dead. There's no bailout from this guy. 40 seconds to try and retrieve this C4. If it had been with the tunnel players, this one could be over. But instead now caught at a crucial juncture. The push through CT bails them out.
Oh.
Nagil find the clutch. Now where he's coming from. Making no secret of it. But the Spam didn't find the kills he needed. And Sin keeps them fighting. 3 rounds.
I mean, as much as it is that little delayed mid-prong of approach there, most importantly, I think it's M80 hanging everything on this mid-smoke push that goes on through. M80, as a team, all pushing past that smoke and making sure that at least they don't lose control of that B-bomb site and have to force themselves into a B-site retake. That's where it could be a disaster.
Oh, this is interesting. Hero rifle in.
And it's not on sAw. It's on a
Yeah, I mean, come on, guy. I get you want to bet on yourself.
Sajat's got 4K.
And maybe this is the strat when it's normally run, but really? We're not giving it to the guy with 35 kills? Whatever. You're going to make the choice that they made. Let's see if Akil can pay it off. Because, yeah, you definitely want the guy with 30, with as many kills as the rest of the team. You want him on a Glock. He doesn't have that anymore. Zoo picked up a few in the last, but you definitely want that guy on a Glock.
Yeah, I mean, he does have money even to invest as well, but not going to make that decision. Trying to maybe get that story up here, and the story's been working well off the back of Sajat, and vice versa for this T side here, but in towards another mid to B that is left a little bit vulnerable in terms of the gameplay, the idea, but that's a good utility to help him out.
Trying to dunk it down early. They're going to go through the smoke. That's known. Swisher gets a chance at the reload. It's messy, but it's clean. It's good. It's good. The hero rifle did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a kill found. Not a bomb plant here. And the gap closes to 2.
AK can be recovered as well for those MP9s and M80. They like a little bit of overtime.
She's got to be built.
Make it happen. You know, that pressure relief of getting to that 24th round could be huge, and this is an excellent opportunity to do just that. Then get past this gun round.
But the big man's got an AK again. Sejat's got an AK again. That's just got to put the fear into you if they can get him activated at all. And at least for the moment, for the long fight, M80 are risking light presence on B, and this has been a constant fixation for sAw. Going here early, seeing if they'll be allowed in to a light site. So Swisher devotes a lot of util to making sure that's not going to be the case.
There's a big difference in this round as well in terms of how they were holding off middle. It's the op position now. They were able to take so much space, so much contact without meeting any resistance, but
Sin's going to be tested. Oh, that's a nice find. Not the kill, though. The nade could finish it. The nade will finish it. Goodbye, story. But Swisher gone. Do you want to risk this? They're going to try that mid-split again, but this time it's just a fake. They've gone through so many times that it sucks the gravity away, but they know they can get up catwalk without having to deal with slacks.
there's no utility at all. It's just an HE for this T side.
Has to be Reckon Lake. Has to be Reckon Lake. No one's in position to help. The cavalry's not coming quick. They need to find these kills popping up behind the boxes. What can you do, Rek? There's the first, but only one. One might not be enough. And now holding on the long to set up the retake.
Look at Sajat. He wants to take more duels right now. Fighting it towards CT has been a specialty of his.
This is how they found 12. This is how they found 12. And it might just be enough. Sajat again to put them over the line. It falls to Slacks. He's been good. But Sajat has been great. And sAw moved through. They are in to stage 2 of the ESL Pro League, a team that we've cried the death of so many times. They continue to rebuild. They find new talent. They break beyond their borders to retrieve it. And Sajat rewards them with a